Another fan video. This time it's something slightly smaller, still quite big. It's the Arctic Freezer A13X CO, and CO stands for continuous operation. And they are advertising pressure optimized fan. I suppose that means the shape of the blades. Direct touch heat pipes, quite popular these days. Small footstep for optimal compatibility. It is it's kind of like narrow in this dimension, but it's still not the lowest fan in the world as far as height, but not too bad. And this is the best feature. It's dual ball bearing fan, and so it has a steel shaft and two bearings, and the front and the back of the shaft, and they are claiming that these are high precision and Japan made. So yeah, these are lubricated, sealed, I think, I guess sealed bearing system. And the CO stands for continuous operation, and because the bearings are so good and the shaft, this fan is supposed to be able to run non-stop 24/7, which is great for servers. And they are claiming a 6-year limited warranty. So it is quite compactly packed. No spare space available. So if you're judging it by the size of the box, trust me, it's not that small. The fan itself is quite respectable. And on the top there's the fan with nice cosmetic plastic shroud, Arctic logo, that covers the top of the copper pipes, heat pipes. And yeah, 3 pipes, direct touch. It has Arctic's MX2 paste pre-applied. I have the MX5 paste, but I'm not sure if I will put the better one on or just leave it as is, because it's spread really nicely, really precisely from factory. I'll probably just use the pre-applied MX2 that they provide. And the mounting for this model is for socket AMD AM4 only. And here I'll be giving a size comparison, but I don't have the AM what it is, AM3 or AM2 socket, even AM2 I think it was. I don't have the stock AMD cooler removed, so it's hard to put them quite side by side, but if I zoom out, you see a lot better than a classic AMD cooler. Although these are not bad coolers, these are certainly not bad fans. They are quiet, and I'm pretty sure, not sure, but I suspect these may also have actual metal bearings, because they are lasting forever, and they never seem to start making any noises and wearing out. So these are really good fans. But the problem with these is that the heatsink section is simply too small, and it fills up with dust over time. And if you have a system that is running 24/7, eventually this small heatsink will get clogged up with dust, just small fine dust, and will essentially stop working and cause the CPU to overheat. So if you have something this big, you can safely assume this problem will not occur. And I will now show a comparison against the Wraith Spire cooler that comes with a Ryzen, I think it was Ryzen 3000 series, which is a stock cooler, but much bigger than this classic AMD stock cooler. So this is my beautiful blacked out server that I'm making. Absolutely love it. It has no hanging hard drives or anything, completely empty case. All is solid state. No fan spinning even in the power supply except for the CPU, which I set for low, and the CPU fan could still cool it just fine. Actually, it can work on light or no load with the fan completely stopped, but the interior seems to heat up. But the problem with this Wraith Spire fan is that you cannot turn off the rather beautiful, actually, LED effects. So in this server, I don't need it to light up like Christmas. I rather need it low key and not attract any attention. And it's also using a watt or two wasting. Also, the heatsink is smaller than this, not by huge margin, but still smaller. And the fan is crap in comparison. It's noisy, and I'm pretty sure this is very silent and way more. Well, I cannot assume that it's way more longer lasting, because actually this is a Cooler Master fan. It's not really a no-name fan, but it seems to have a rather annoying noise. Although if you're using a low wattage CPU, you don't need to spin it up that much to hear that noise. So, but yeah, this is the comparison to the Wraith Spire. The fan diameter is bigger, the radiator is bigger, and I think, yeah, this has two heat pipes, I think. I'm not sure. And this has three, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, definitely bigger, still bigger. And the orientation for this is different. It's splashing the air all over, while this will sit with a purpose like this and suck the air from here, exhaust it from this tactically left out hole here on the top. So there will be actual direction of airflow, rather than this just spraying the air, like making a mess, spraying it everywhere, just spreading in the case. Now just compare it to the big daddy, to the Zalman Performa 10. Of course, you cannot compare it with the Zalman. The Zalman is just a monster fan, and the problem with it was that I couldn't actually physically fit it in the server case. These heat pipes would stick out. So even though it was excellent as a passive radiator, I could try to fit an intake here, a small fan that would spin up at certain temperature or just keep going, but the radiator was too big. And this will be just perfect, I think, for a server. Also, even with this nice bearing, these nice bearings that it has, it's actually cheap, very cheap, like 60% of the price of the big Zalman.